Hi Hoopers, welcome to your 45-minute hoop dance fitness class. My name is Kailey. I'm excited to be with you tonight. Sorry about the delay earlier. So we'll be starting class in a few minutes now. We're gonna run the full 45 minutes. All right, let's get into it. So just a few reminders, safety first. If you need to modify any moves, please do so. You can always pause and rewatch the video. Take a break when needed. Hydrate, I'll remind you to, and just feel the flow and have fun. Okay, if you're new, welcome. Tonight's class is going to be the same format as all of our classes. We're gonna start with a warm-up, move into Wasit Hooping Basics, right onto hoop fitness, hoop dance, hoopography, and a cool down. A lot to get through. So let's grab our hoop. I am starting with my standard hoop. It is a 1.5 pounds. Goes right up to my belly button. All right, and we're just gonna go for a warm up. So let's put the hoop right in front of us here, and we're gonna drive our arms up and down while keeping the hoop isolated or staying in the same spot. Just framing our upper body here. We normally have class every Tuesday and Thursday. Tonight is a makeup class on Wednesday. So our next class will be tomorrow night. Hope you can join us. 7:30 to 8:15. All right, let's take that hoop and drive it around our waist, and we're just gonna twist side to side. Just really loosening up our spine, activating the muscles of our back. All right, on our next twist, let's raise our hoop above our head, back down. Alternating sides here. Give me 2 more. All right, let's push that hoop off, and we're gonna go for a few squats. So I'm gonna hold the hoop right in the center of my body, push my hips back and down, push into the heels, stand back up. So we're just using our hoop as a balance here, making sure our knees do not go above our toes, or out past our toes, I should say. Keeping our back nice and straight. Give me 3 more, wherever you're at. 2, 3. Okay, let's come back up top. We are again going to swing that hoop around our waist, push it into our back, like so. Arms are on the outside, and we're gonna push our hips forward, lean forward, and now let's hinge our hips back while bending over. So again, really opening up our hip flexors here. Hinge down, push forward, hinge down. 1 more. All right. Now let's start with some waist hooping. 1 foot in front of the other, forward stance. Hoop is on the small of the back. Wind up, really big spin here. And we're just pulsing front to back. So a tiny pulsing motion coming right from our core. I'll show you from the front. So right here, we're just pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. We could feel when the hoop hits our stomach and when it hits our back. And we can start counting, right? So every time the hoop hits our stomach, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Out louder in your head, whatever you're comfortable with. And we're just gonna feel for that rhythm of the hoop rotating around our waist. Great job. Let's take our hands out to the side. Bring them up high, down in the center. Again. 1 more time. Keep that core nice and tight. Great job. Okay, we're gonna pick up our front foot and alternate. So whatever foot was forward, now it's in the back. I'll show you from the side. And we're just rocking, pulsing front to back. Our spine is nice and tall, nice and straight. Awesome, how you guys feeling? All right, let's pick that foot up and we're gonna go side to side. So feet are parallel from each other. And now instead of pushing front to back, we're pushing side to side. You may find this is a little faster of a movement, so we really have to work it here. Keep that breath going. Core is tight, back is straight. Arms are above your hoop. You can put them in the center. You can put them out to the side, just like we were doing before. Keep them up here if you want. Whatever feels more comfortable to you. Just most important here, keep that core tight and keep on breathing. All right, so remember that counting we did earlier. Let's switch back. So we're gonna go forward stance, one foot in front of the other, pulsing front to back. And the counting we did earlier, when the hoop hits our stomach, 1, 2, 3, let's speed that up. So, ready? 1, 2, speed it up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. And you'll notice here, when you speed up your pulsing, your hoop's gonna rise up your core. All right, it's a really great ab exercise. So let's go again. Start off slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, speed it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. So you'll notice when your hoop rises up your core, be conscious, either lift your arms up or above your head. All right, let's go one more time. So we're gonna start off slow. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, speed it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Great job. So that's one way to save your hoop when you feel it's falling down. Push faster, harder. Second way is to turn in the way your hoop's going. So I'm gonna stop my hoop really quick. My hoop is spinning to the left. I'm gonna turn to the left. All right, we can just pick up our feet and step in a small circle. Let's go again. So my hoop's going to the left. If your hoop's going to the right, you're gonna turn to the right. You always want to go with your hoop. And we can have fun with this. That way we can bring a little bit more movement into our feet if we have the room. We can spin super fast. Great job. So that was the second way to save your hoop when it's falling down. The last and final way that I know of how to save your hoop. If you know other ways, comment. I would love to hear it. But the last way that I know how to save the hoop is called the hip dip. So when you feel your hoop falling down towards your hip, you're gonna dip down your legs, stand right back up. So by doing that, you're giving a little push, little momentum to your hoop to shoot it back up to your waist. I'll show you from the side. So we're gonna dip down with our legs. We're not gonna pause here, we're gonna do it all at once. Stand up. All right, I'll show you in real time. Hold on, I caught it on my hips there. That's another move. So falling down, dip down, stand right back up. So you can practice that a few times. All right, we're just gonna keep rocking here just for 30 more seconds. You can either just concentrate on waist hooping or practice any 3 of those saves. Let's see if we can speed up our rhythm here. Get that hoop going faster around our waist. To do that, keep your feet grounded, core tight. Breath going in and out. You got it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna catch our hoop in 3, 2, catch. Great job. All right, let's toss our hoop in the opposite direction. So the reverse direction we were going, I was going to the left, now I'm going to the right. Same concept, you can go front to back or feet parallel side to side, whatever you are more comfortable with. This is hooping in our non-dominant direction, which is always going to be harder than the dominant side. It's like writing with your left hand if you're a righty. You can do it, you just gotta practice. And we want to work both sides, very important. You can put your hands wherever you feel more comfortable here. I'm just trying to concentrate. This is something I'm working on as well. Let's see if we can turn the way our hoop is going. Are you ready? Let's go. Keep that core tight. Arms can be wherever they have to be. One more time. Great job. Okay, let's grab that hoop. We're gonna take it off, moving on into hoop fitness. First move we're doing tonight, hoop jacks. All right, so I'm gonna demo, grab a sip of water if you need it. Low impact, stepping out to the side, raising our hoop above the head. High impact, we're gonna go for the full jumping jack. Are you ready? Okay, we're only doing 20 seconds, 3 times in a row. 10-second rest in between. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, get ready, 1, hoop jacks. I'm doing low impact today, just stepping it out. If you're able, high impact, jumping. Keep that breath going. You guys got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep it up, rest. 10 seconds here, we can twist it out. We can practice our waist hooping. We can just breathe. Many options tonight and every night. Whew. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second round of hoop jacks. Only 20 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. I'm gonna waist hoop for my break. 10 seconds though, so we have to be quick. Breathe it out. The last round of hoop jacks in, get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's see if we can go faster. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna demo our next move. Grab some water. I'm gonna take a sip really quick. Okay, next move. We're doing 3 moves tonight, 20 seconds each. Just did our first move. Next move is weaves. So I'm gonna take a minute just to break this down. If you're new, hoop out to the side, palm pointed up to the ceiling, 4 fingers wrap around your hoop, thumb is pointed out. Let me just show you really quick here. So it looks like that. And we're going to throw our hoop to the other side, follow our thumb, and let it roll back to starting position. This is a weave or a figure 8. All right, and it's not a firm grab here. My grab is loose, so the hoop does have some room to roll a tiny bit, just to keep the movement fluid. All right, so let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, weaves. You can take your other hand, place it behind your back, like so, or glue it to your thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Switching hands, I'll show you it again. So palm pointed up to the sky, 4 fingers wrap around, thumb pointed out, cross it over, and let it roll back. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just letting that hoop roll side to side, following our thumb in the direction that it's pointing, making sure our elbow is staying close to our body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. 10 seconds. I have to turn my music back on. Sorry guys, having all kinds of tech problems tonight. All right, let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going back to the other hand, well, whatever hand you're on, and then we're switching halfway through. We're gonna go 15 seconds each arm here. I'll let you know when it's time to switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch hands. And we're on our final round of weaves. Technically a dance move, but definitely also fitness. This is one of those great combo moves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great, grab some water. All right, last and final move. We're gonna kick it up a notch. So putting our hoop on the ground. If you've been following along, you guys know this one. We're gonna go agility, 2 feet in, or 2 feet out, 2 feet in, 2 feet out. All right, 3 rounds, 20 seconds each. Last part of our fitness section tonight. Are you ready? Let's go in, 5, 4, get ready, 2, 1. Low impact is just stepping. High impact, we're going as fast as we can. All right, I'm doing low impact tonight. So just stepping in and out. Don't forget to work those arms. Only 20 seconds. 5, 4, keep it going. 2, and rest. All right. We can just breathe here. We can go for some jumping jacks. Whatever you're feeling, I'm just gonna breathe. Let's start on the opposite side of our hoop this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2 feet out, 2 feet in. That's all it is to this one. Let's see if we can go a little faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. All right, we've made it last round. Let's kick it up a notch. So we're gonna go 2 feet in, front, back, ooh, side. I'll show you again. So we're starting on the outside. 2 feet in, 2 feet out in front, 2 feet back in, 2 feet out to the side. Kind of making like a T here. Are you ready? Let's go in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 feet in, 2 feet front, 2 feet back, 2 feet side. Great job, keep it up. This one is really great for coordination. See if we can go a little faster. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Amazing, grab some water. You deserve it. And I know I need it. Whew. All right, moving right on to dance. I'm gonna switch down to a little bit lighter hoop here. This is 1.5 pounds. I'm gonna switch down to a dance hoop. Whoops. It weighs about 1 pound. It's about 36 inches. Okay, so tonight I have one new trick for us to learn, and then we're going to learn the hoopography. So, new trick for tonight. We actually learned half of it, so it's gonna be a combo move. The weave we did in our fitness section. So we're gonna learn a weave and a reverse weave. Looks like this. All right, so a forward weave and a reverse weave. To start, we are going to put our hoop out to the side. Again, hand palm is pointed up to the ceiling, wrap those 4 fingers around, thumbs pointed out. It's a loose grip, so my hoop can roll, not a firm grip where my hoop can't go anywhere. All right, and I like to put one foot in front of the other, just a tiny bit. All my weight is in my back foot. This other hand can go right, like glued to your thigh, right? Or you can rest it on your low back just to get it out of the way. All right, so to start, it's like we're throwing a ball with our hand at our hoops in, and then letting it roll back. So we're throwing a ball to the other side of our body, okay? From here, we're gonna point our palm back up to the sky while driving our hand back to starting position. So I'll show you from the side. Here it is. We're throwing the ball out, palm comes up, following our thumb, back to starting. All right, so that initial swing, you may notice here, it's big. So we're extending our arm out and then pulling our elbow back into our body to continue the move. We have the momentum going already, so we don't need it. And now it's all in the hand, in the wrist. All right. And you'll see here, my thumb is pointed out the whole time, and my hoop is just being held on right by this cupping motion, this forefinger cupping. All right, so I'll show you from this angle, and then we'll switch to the other arm, because right, we want to work both sides. All right, so let's say forward weave. Let's switch hands. Now I'm going with my left. Again, same thing, palm pointed up to the sky. Wrap those four fingers around, thumb is pointed out. We're going to throw the ball across, bring our elbow back towards our body, and just let the hoop swing side to side. This move is also called a figure eight. It's like you're making an 8 with your hoop. All right, I like to think that I'm standing on train tracks, right? So when I start, I'm trying to get my hoop from one side of the track to the other. And then just repeat that process, and that is a weave. If you have any questions, I'll be hanging out after class for a Q&A. Love to answer them for you. All right, so forward weave. Now, to do a reverse weave, I like to break my hoop, which means change directions. So to do that, when my hoop comes across my body, I'm gonna take this other hand here that was behind my back and kind of just push it backwards and send it in the reverse direction. Now you might have to practice this a few times. If you're not used to it, it's exactly the feeling if you're hooping in the non-dominant direction, right? It feels really funky, especially if you're not used to it. But the more you practice it, the more you'll get used to it. You know, because essentially here we're going backwards. All right, so here's a forward weave. Let's bring our hand in. We can pause here. All right, we're just gonna hold it here. Use the other hand, shoot it backwards, and your arm's gonna go in reverse. So it's gonna go to starting side. And now we're just letting our wrist do all the work, really following the momentum of the hoop here. I'll show you from the front. So starting in a forward weave, I'm gonna bring that opposite hand in here. We can pause it if we need to take a minute. Push it back. And that is a reverse weave. So you'll notice with this one, your thumb is still pointed out, but it's opposite. So your hoop is following your thumb, I guess. Your thumb is pointed towards you and not in the direction of your hoop, if that makes sense. I try. All right, so let's practice this on the reverse side. Now I'm starting with my left hand. We're gonna go for a forward weave. Take that hand, push that hoop back, reverse weave. Same thing, we're just cupping our hoop here and really letting our hoop do all the work. If this move does not feel comfortable for you, we can do the move without our hoop, right? So we can place our hoop down. Let's take our hand out to the side. I know it's gonna feel really funny, but here is the move without our hoop. All right, and then when we get to the opposite side, let's take our other hand, push our arm back, all right? And we're going in the reverse direction. So we can practice that as well. If you're not comfortable holding your hoop yet, or you don't have the room in your space, we can practice with our hand, or we can hold a ball, okay? So like this, take my other hand, push it back, and we're going to the reverse. All right, just a little trick that may help you to further your practice. So that is our dance portion tonight. I want to teach you a forward weave and a reverse weave. Let's get into our hoop dance, hoopography. Super excited to share with you. Grab some water before we start. All right, so hoop dance tonight. I'm sticking with my slightly larger dance hoop. We're gonna go through a series of 5 tricks. I'm gonna demo them for you first. Then we're gonna run through the routine twice. On the third time, you are on your own. I won't give you any instruction, but I'll be doing it right along with you. So let's get into it. Our first move is a propeller. All right, so this is a fun one. We're going to start with our hoop just resting on the ground here. Hands come in, pointed up to the sky. We're gonna grab our hoop and just lift it up to about chest level. We're gonna turn our grip. So I'm gonna remove my right hand, turn the hoop so it's the bottom of the hoop is now at the top of my head. All right, now my palm's pointed towards the ground. Bring that other hand in. Pointer fingers are together. Drop it, bring our hand in again, pinky fingers are together. So we are essentially just changing grips. So here we're starting, palms pointed up, palms pointed down, palms pointed up, palms pointed down. And this is a firm grip move, so the hoop cannot move in our hands. Firm grab, spinning the hoop around like a propeller. Being careful not to cross our hands here, okay? It's okay if you do, but just try to focus on having your hands next to one another. So first move, propeller. Next move is a kick, if you can. So we're gonna kick, kick, 2 times each leg. So here we're just literally passing our hoop under our leg. So kicking it up, passing, bringing that other hand in, comes back in, other leg. I'll show you from the side. So we're starting in a propeller, kick, 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 kick. If you cannot kick, here's a modified version. So we're just gonna tap, 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 tap. So here we are changing direction of our hoop. We're just driving our knee up, tapping our hoop on that leg, reverse direction. Okay? So pick one, either move you want to do, propeller with a kick or propeller with a tap. All right, so moving right on to trick 3 is a 2-handed isolation. Again, if you guys have been following along, we've been doing a lot of these lately. One of my favorite moves, definitely one that takes a lot of practice, so that's why I want to practice it with you. We're going to hold our hoop, so the top of our hoop is at our head, hands are at the bottom. We are going to remove my left hand. So I am turning my hoop across my body to the left, all right, driving it up, bringing my other hand in here, driving down. Switching hands, driving up, switching hands at the top, driving down. Switching hands at the bottom, up, down. So one hand is doing all the work here. But you may say, Kailey, when you do this trick, it looks like you're using both hands. Well, it's an illusion. So my other hand is just hanging out behind this hand, okay? And I'm moving so quickly that you can't really tell. All right, so here, driving up, I'm gonna break it down, try to break it down in slow motion. Driving up, this hand is just hanging out here, going along for the ride. Up top, switching quick. Other hand hanging out, going along for the ride. Down the bottom. So you always want to remember your arm is driving across your body, it's not driving out. Okay, that's a different trick. So for 2-handed isolation, arm is driving across and up, changing grips at your head, across and down, changing grips at your hips. And we just continue that process. Now, if you're new to this trick, do not be discouraged, okay? It takes time to build up the muscles in our arm and the coordination to be able to get this move so fluid. And I wanna show you real quick a way you can practice that at home, or if your arm's tired or you just want to give your arms a tiny break. So we're actually gonna sit on the ground, right? We're gonna sit, you can either sit on your knees like I was doing or cross-legged, or you can actually even sit in a chair. If you're seated, you can sit in a chair and have another chair across from you and rest your hoop on that chair. Okay, so there's options here. Grab on the side, drive, 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 all the way up. Let go, let it roll. So see what I'm doing here? I'm resting my hoop on the ground. So it's essentially taking most of the weight off of the hoop, and we're just tracing the inside of our circle. And this is essentially another trick, one-handed isolation, okay? So, see, I'm getting wobbly, I'm getting tired. It helps if we keep an object right in the middle of our hoop, and we're just circling our hoop around that object. All right, so I just wanted to show you really quick one way you can practice at home if your arms are tired, or if you just want to focus on building strength in one arm, or you can also switch to the other arm. Okay, where were we? Two-handed isolation. Next move, I think it's number four of 5. We are going to meet our arms in the center here, okay, and we're gonna turn with our hoop. This is a fun one. So hands are on the center, on the inside of the hoop. I'm going to turn my body, okay, to the left or whatever direction you're turning in. Turn while rotating, okay? Now, turn to the back, arms open up, side, front. All right, so in the front, our hands are in the center, and this is a loose grip here, so our hoop can kind of travel through our hoop. Turn, side, back, side, front. This is a version of a barrel roll. I'm not sure the proper name for this trick. If you know, leave it in the comments. So we're just turning in the direction of our hoop, pausing in the front. Trick 4 out of 5. Next trick, 5 out of 5. We are going to flip our hoop forward like so. Step or jump through. Let it tap on the ground. So let me go through that again. We can either step, swing it around, tap, or we can jump, tap. So one or the other, low impact, stepping, high impact, jumping. Next, we're gonna drive, so we're gonna use this arm. Drive our hoop above our head, bring that other arm in, switch, so our hands on the inside. Sustain spin. So we're just turning and twisting our arms down and up. So just stepping small circles, turning our body. And we're gonna end up top here. And last and final move as always, flip our hoop forward and bow for an amazing job. All right, grab a sip of water. We're gonna run through the routine 2 times. Last time you're on your own, end with a cool down. All right. So, do you remember our first trick? I know we went through a lot there. Propeller, just changing grips. Next move, kicking or modified, tapping. Whichever one you pick here, you can even do both if you like. So after that, we're gonna go for a 2-handed isolation. Hands come down at the hips, drive up, top of the head, drive down, drive up, drive down, drive up. You got it. All right, meet me, hands in the center, inside of the hoop. We're gonna turn it out here with our hoop. Ooh, careful. Now, flip our hoop forward, step or jump through, tap, drive up above your head, sustain spin, turn and bring those arms up and down. Let's end above our head, turn and flip our hoop forward and bow. Awesome. All right, let's run through it one more time. Grab water if you need it. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Propeller. Propeller with a kick or a tap. Hands in the center, turn it out. Meet me in the center, two-handed isolation. Push our hoop out, step or jump through, tap in front, raise up, whoop, turns to stand spin. Stop up top, flip forward and bow. All right, we're gonna run through one more time, grab some water. All right, I'm just going to put a song on. And, all right. Are you ready? So third and final time, you are on your own. I'm not going to talk. Feel free to bring your own style, your own flow into our hoopography. If you forget, just look up at your screen. I'll be doing it right along with you. Are you ready? Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. I'm so proud of you guys. Let's end it with a nice cool down. Okay, we're gonna hold our hoop around our waist, raise it up, inhale, and exhale, drive it down, again, exhale, one more. All right, let's press our hoop into the small of the back, raising it up, and feet are next to one another. We're gonna squeeze our glutes and just slowly hinge backwards. So we're squeezing our glutes to support our back here. You should feel a really nice stretch in your low back, opening in the chest. All right, let's slowly raise it back up to neutral. Flip our hoop in front of us so it's on the floor. Position yourself so you're about arm's length away from your hoop. We're gonna hinge our hoop. We're gonna hinge our hips back and keep a nice straight neutral back. Ears should be by your elbows. All right. You should feel a really, really nice stretch in your low back, even upper back, hamstrings, arms, shoulders. All right, let's slowly raise it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Great, okay. Let's go for a quad stretch so you can use your hoop as a balance. Just grabbing, oh, big balance. All right, you can use a wall too if you need it. There it is. Just pulling our heel to our glute. And switch. So roll your hoop to the other side. Get your balance. And there we are. Again, thank you for joining in tonight. I'm sorry for the technical problems. Our next class will be tomorrow night, 7:30 to 8:15. And I'll be sticking around for a Q&A after class tonight. If you have any questions, feel free to hang on. All right, let's take our hoop in the front, all right? And we're going to roll it to one side, like so. Hinge our hips back, all right? You can either rest your hand on the top of the hoop here, or if you want to go for a deeper stretch, let it hang over your head. You should feel a big stretch in your side body here. All right, let's slowly roll it back to center. Continue rolling to the opposite side until you feel a good stretch. Hinge those hips back. Your back is nice and long, nice and flat. All right, let's roll our hoop back to center. Slowly roll it up. We're gonna drop our hoop, and I just wanna stretch out our forearms really quick. So point your palm away from you, take this other hand, pull it in here. You should feel this in your forearms, maybe even your elbow if they're tight. This is great to do after we've done a lot of weaves or isolations. Tends to be an area we forget about. All right, let's switch. Take our other hand and just slightly pull our fingers back. We can either extend our arm outwards or we can bring that elbow in by our body, whatever you feel more comfortable with. All right, and we're gonna switch. So palm is pointed towards your body now. Same thing, we're just putting light pressure on our fingers. And now we're gonna feel this in the top of our arm here. Just wanna make sure you're nice and cooled down. Most important parts of the workout, warm up and cool down to prevent injury. So we can continue doing what we love, right? Switch. All right, so thank you all for joining in tonight. I'll be hanging out for a Q&A. If you have any questions, I'll be hanging on here. This won't be posted to YouTube or Facebook, so it is semi-private until I post the video. But what you can do next, plan your next workout. Our next workout together is tomorrow, Thursday at 7:30 Eastern time. I hope to see you there. All right, guys, thanks for joining in. I hope you enjoyed tonight's practice, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.